Welcome back, parents. Today's episode of Parent Power is on nutrition and diet. It's very important that you encourage your children to eat a rainbow. And by that I mean that they have these colors on their plate. At least half their plate should be a rainbow: red, green, yellow, orange, purple, or blue. Now, I don't mean you have to have every one of these colors, but you should have at least 3 of them on half of your plate. And a very important color would be green. Broccoli, beans, lettuce, spinach, asparagus, cucumbers, all those things are very, very good for the body. And the entire list provides so many different nutrients and vitamins that a growing child needs. So encourage your child, who eats breakfast and lunch at school very often, to make good choices. Now, when they're at home, you can influence the rainbow. You want your child to limit brown and white. Now, we need brown and white in our diet. That would be your rice, potatoes, those kinds of things, meat, fish, nuts, bread, but we don't need an abundance of them. When you make your fist, that is a portion size. So when you're selecting meat, you should have no more than a slice that's about the size of your fist. Too often we eat too much of the brown and white groups of foods. I want to encourage you to consider a meatless Monday, when you have no meat at all. Very often our meat has been injected with hormones and antibiotics. These are not necessarily good for a growing body. Consider maybe a fish Friday. Now, you don't want to have an abundance of fish, but once a week is a lovely way to encourage some of those things that fish provide for us, like the essential oils that they provide. You don't want to go too much fish because it can have mercury. Some fish do. Anyway, parents, limit that white and brown. I want to talk about the power of 1, portion sizes, and how many portions. 1 of each of those colors is more than adequate. Too often we pile our plates, we have a portion that's larger than our fist, and we eat seconds. No one's body really needs any of that or that much food. Only the elite athlete who's doing hours and hours of exercise really should be the one having seconds. If your child requests seconds after having an adequate amount of the food groups, perhaps they're dehydrated. Very often when you're dehydrated, you crave food. It's really your body telling you you're thirsty and you haven't had enough water. So encourage your child to have a large drink of water with each meal. And remember, parents, you want a variety of foods each and every day so that those nutrients and vitamins are given to your child through food. Let's go back to water. Water is life-giving. It's important for the body. The body is mostly water. So when we allow ourselves to get dehydrated, our brain starts to get a little fuzzy, and your child will have a little trouble in school paying attention. You want to get your child to avoid sugary drinks, really avoid sugar altogether. It's not good for the body. Water is the better choice. Healthier snacks are better choices. Sugar simply adds tooth decay and extra pounds. The country is going through an epidemic of diabetes, and so much of this comes from sugary drinks. Avoid packaged food when you can. If you look on the food label of a packaged food and you can't pronounce the ingredients, chances are you need to rethink that choice. Those ingredients are not necessarily good for a growing body. So consider something you can peel, slice, something that grows on a bush, a tree, or in the ground. They're fruits and vegetables, not packaged food. Now, when you're considering snacks for your child, and most children have a snack every day, these are some choices that are a little bit healthier option. And let your child have some say in what those options might be. Nuts are great. Apples are a perfect choice because they offer a very filling and a very healthy choice. The old adage of an apple a day keeps the doctor away has a lot of truth to it. You might consider a little bit of peanut butter or raisins, other fruits like bananas or oranges, grapes, different types of vegetables like carrots or celery or cucumber. These are healthy choices, and you'll get your child thinking about what's good for their bodies, and it will fuel them much better than a sugary or fatty snack like chips or a candy bar. Parents, you're the biggest influence. You need to be the role model. You need to be the influencer. No one matters more in their life and how healthy they will be than you, the person who models that and influences that. So I encourage you to make good choices with your child.